What's going on, folks? Thanks for watching. Ambuscade was added to the game several years ago. It can seem a little complicated, but I will endeavor to simplify it. The Ambuscade battles themselves are divided into two parts, normal and intense. Both are different fights and each have 5 difficulty settings: very easy, easy, normal, difficult, and very difficult. In my experience, the normal is approximately as hard as the easy intense, if that makes sense. But they can vary wildly due to the fact that the fights change every month. And they're not the same when it comes to each month. So you can have one fight on intense that is a different set of monsters, and another fight on normal that is another set of monsters. But along with the swapping out of the fights every month, the rewards are also reset. That means any currencies that you have accumulated this month will not carry over to next month. But before I get into the rewards, let's talk about just entering the fights. You initially get access to Ambuscade through the Records of Eminence menus. It is under the Tutorial, Basics, and Stepping into Ambuscade. Then talk to Gorpa, Morsorpa, and Mahora. In order to access the fights themselves, you must get a key item. There are 2 of them, Volume 1 and Volume 2. You must set the Records of Eminence objective for each of them and then go out and kill an enemy of the same type as the current fight is featuring. For example, if the current intense Ambuscade fight is featuring a Mamul Jah, you must go and kill a Mamul Jah to get the key item. There is a Records of Eminence quest that refreshes once per day that requires only 1 kill, but there is a repeatable quest under the same menu that you can do over and over, but that requires 3 kills of that month type. Same with the normal, but it will be a different enemy type. Once you have either or both of the KIs, you can check the book next to Gorpa Morsorpa and select intense or normal for the fight you wish to do. This is just an overview of the Ambuscade system, so when it comes to the details of those particular fights, check bgwiki.com for details. Now let's talk about the gear. There are 2 different sets of gear. What I mean by that is each job has 2 options of gear sets available in alternating fashion month to month. The Solavia, Hizamaru, Iniyanga, Meghanada, and the Jakri sets are available in month A, for example. These are updated versions of the old salvage style gear from the Treasures of Aht-Urgan expansion. The opposing month B will feature updated versions of the Nizal Isle and Limbus gear sets, Flamma, Talia, Mumu, Ayanmo, and Malquis sets. Each job has 2 gear sets, but each set's job requirements don't necessarily align set to set. For example, Monk, Sam, Ninja, and Pup can use set Hizamaru, but Monk also uses the set Mumu, which Sam and Pup can't use. So, how do you get this armor? Doing Ambuscade yields 2 types of currency, hallmarks and gallantry. Hallmarks are obtained by winning any Ambuscade. The harder the difficulty, the more obtained. Gallantry is obtained the same way, except you must be in a party with at least 1 other real player. Trust NPCs do not count. So there are 2 types of currencies, but there are 3 categories of rewards attainable. First, a straightforward trading of hallmarks to receive various items. Same for gallantry, but with different limits and costs. However, there is a 3rd list of items you can receive, also with hallmarks, but this particular list is different in that this is a list of items you can get with total hallmarks for the month. This is a list of items you can obtain freely at no actual cost of hallmarks. Instead, it is based on a running total you have received overall this month, so you can receive the entirety of the list without using up hallmarks themselves, up to 25,000 hallmarks. So, just like the list of items from the total hallmarks, there is a limit to the number of items you can receive from hallmarks and gallantry lists as well. This is basically just a way to gate access to all the gear and other items you can receive. The total hallmarks list includes various items, but also enough to get 1 Ambuscade weapon, 1 full set of normal quality A or B gear, depending on the month, 1 full set of the +1 A or B gear, enough supplies to upgrade 1 A piece of gear to +1, and 1 B piece of gear to +1, and 1 set-specific ring and other miscellaneous items. The rewards list for hallmarks and gallantry is shown here. You can get a variety of REMA weapon upgrade items as well as upgrade items for ambuscade capes, armor, and weapons, plus the vouchers and tokens to turn in to receive armor pieces themselves. Vouchers are for the salvage style sets, and tokens are for the Nizal Limbus style sets. Obtainment metal is for upgrading salvage sets, and fiber is for upgrading Limbus Nizal Isle ones. Each piece needs 5 metal or fiber to go from normal quality to +1, and 10 metal or fiber to go from +1 to +2. But Ambuscade is for more than just your 5 main pieces of gear. It also rewards you with a ring for each set, a cape for each job, and 1 of each type of weapon. The rings are decent, and the weapons are some of the best in the game, but not all of them. And the capes are customizable for usage in a variety of ways. Shown here, you can see a list of possible augments for each cape. Each job cape has base bonuses, some you can't find anywhere else, but also the ability to augment 5 different categories of upgrades. For example, here's a list of augments for each type of augment item. You can put 20 threads, 20 dusts, 10 saps, 5 resins, and 10 dyes. Once you choose one augment, though, you have to stick with that augment. For example, you cannot use 10 threads to upgrade to 10 dex and 10 to upgrade to 10 strength. It must be 1 to 20 in strength. You can, though, change your mind on a cape and change the particular augment with an Abjalis needle while maintaining the current potency of the stat. For example, if you used a needle on a maxed stat of +20 strength, you could change it to +20 dex or +60 HP. Also, if you have stats of the same type from different upgrade items, thread or dye, they will show on the capes as combined +30 strength. And you can have multiples of the same cape. So as you can see, I have the normal quality and the +1 shown as green on the difficulty. This is because you basically get several pieces for free from the total hallmarks reward category, but also it requires fairly minimal time investment for this. You can get into more time if you are getting the extra 10 metals or fibers for the +2s, but the difficulty doesn't change. It just is more time spent. This is the reason, in my opinion, Ambuscade is so popular. You can get really decent gear fairly easily with just some time spent. It can even be done solo sometimes, albeit much slower. Some of these are very good S tier stuff, and the weapons are quite good, but this isn't about the weapons. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Please check out next episode where I go into Delve. Delve is probably going to be much quicker because not a lot of the Delve stuff is really that great anymore. So hopefully maybe next episode I'll get to Delve and then some of the Eshka rewards. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.